What is going on, Pepe 2? Guys, you know that I've said some things that you didn't consider to be nice about Pepe 2, but I really haven't said anything wrong or dishonest about what I think of Pepe 2. So I wanted to come on here, make a video, let you guys know. I wish you all the success. I want you guys to be successful, but I don't owe you any. I do have a group of followers who want to know about price action and what will or could happen on price action. And look, we're all grown-ups in this space. There's no such thing as an absolute moonshot. About 13 lives were changed off of Pepe. Thousands were improved, but tens of thousands got wrecked for those people to make that money. We forget sometimes that cryptocurrency is a transfer of wealth. So I'm hoping that there is a big reversal and that some movement to the positive starts happening, continues to happen. But I came out and I put something out on my Twitter, and I'm going to show it to you right now. I put on my Twitter that I said you were about to be here, and it's going to be 7 zeros, 3107. Now, this is when you were at 6 zeros, 1302. Now, I said that because I told all of my holders, all of the people that follow me, anybody who was interested, that this was not going to sustain once it hit 100 million. This is Pepe 2. Look, and there's no disrespect to Pepe 2. In fact, in the long term, you might be bigger than Pepe. I don't know that. I know that your liquidity sucks. I know that it's only 1.7 million. So at best, there's 1 millionaire in your liquidity pool right now, even though there's $40 million in market cap. So that's less than 5%, which means that every buy and every sell looks a whole lot bigger than it actually is for the purpose of that market cap. And it creates a lot of volatility, and that means trading volume. That's not a good thing. That's a hopium thing for a lot of people. By the way, I'm not saying that you should be angry about it or mad about it, but it is a hope thing that gets people through and makes them think that the token's doing a whole lot better than it really is. When in fact, if you had 10% liquidity like a normal token, or 15 to 20% like a solid token, then your market cap would be between 10 and 18 million. It's just numbers, right? But it's factored in a way that makes it look so much higher. And you're not the only token. I'm not picking on you because of that, but it goes in the same group. So I said at 100 million, this thing was going to dump and it was going to look like every other token. That's what I said, that it's coming down here. Now, does that mean that you're going to be down here and that you're about to go back up to 100 million? Maybe. I don't know. I don't think so. I think that the maximum on the second round is going to be about where you were when I said this, and that's about 60 million market cap. Well, then I had a litany of this. We have this high functioning guy over here who gives us what can only be described as hilarious chart that shows a whole bunch of trend lines that are just designed to make you feel like you're about to go to the moon, right? And I'm not saying that there's no value to it. I'm not saying that you can't see this, right? But look, this trajectory right here, if he was right to begin with, this trajectory would still be going on, but he's not, right? There's no cap on it. He didn't put this cap. This is a fib retracement. He didn't put that on there until after the fact, right? Then it came down and it retraced. It came down to the exact spot that it was supposed to come down to, because all of them do that, right? Then it started to make that move. Then it had a few decision spots. Then it came up here again, around 60 million market cap, 50 million market cap, give or take. And then it had a decision to make. Was it going to pump or was it going to dump? Well, this one started to pump because it's riding on the Pepe name. I don't say that disrespectfully, but it does change the trajectory. So then the trajectory got changed to this right now. And then with this oddly, for no reason, upward facing momentum, just because it looks like a couple of upward lines and makes you feel good to say that that's going to happen. And look, we all do that. I do that on charts myself. I don't do this many goddamn lines because it doesn't matter. But really, you should be focused on volume. You don't need volume, by the way, for sideways motion. So, you might see it coming down a little bit. That's going to be volume, et cetera, et cetera. But so anyway, this is Here are some crayons also showing momentum trends. Let me know your thoughts. And I said, turn all that shit off and be funny versus give trends. Like, look, this is very simple, right? Get people money. Don't be greedy for yourself, right? This guy right here owes you guys, in my opinion, an apology. If he's telling you that, oh no, all you have to do is just continue to hold this one-time shot, then he's doing you a disservice. Okay, what he should be doing is he should be telling you, hey guys, this is a meme coin. When it reaches a top over here, you should be selling. Then you should be waiting for it to come down and do a full fib retracement to perhaps 0.618, 0.786. And then you should enter again, put a little bit in at 0.618, put a lot more in at 0.786 and ride it back up. Now, if it goes up like it should, which is, by the way, you want to notice right here that this is a downward trend right here, but he didn't put that on there, right? So you do this and then you come all the way down here and you've now met a lower low here. And now you have a decision to make. And generally the decision at this point right here, when you find your low, which is generally over this big top in the first couple hours, well, guess what? Because there's not a lot of new investors, right? You're really just looking at the investors. Well, then you're supposed to buy back in, and you're supposed to buy back in heavy because you've sold here, you've sold up here, not at the top all the way, but close to it. And then you come down here and then you buy again, right? And then you just kind of hold, and then you DCA your way, right? Up a little bit. Don't get too lost in it. Don't put everything in it. Don't put not the high risk. Just let yourself ride. Let yourself ride. Now you take out your original investment, right? Now you're just riding on house money, and then the house money takes you to the moon. How much do you make there? Well, if you put $1,000 in here at the top and you 10x'd, then you had $10,000. You take your $10,000 out, maybe leave your $1,000 in as it comes down here, and you still got a little bit riding on it. Then you put 1,000 more in here. Now you got about 1,400. Then it comes back down after you buy this right here. It's about a 2-3x, right? Then you've got a couple thousand in. You bring that back down. Now you put a couple thousand in, or another 1,000, right? Now you're in for maybe 2-3 grand, right? Go through this. Whatever you have at this point, take that out at your first given opportunity once it doubles, and then let the rest ride. Now you got 3,000 riding up here, and you 20x. Now you got 60 grand, right? It's simple. It's so simple, right? But once you make this top, there's a decision that has to be made. The general decision is whether it's going to continue to go or not, and it's not going to continue to go. That's what's the problem here, right? This guy's trying to tell you that if you just continue to hold forever, that it's going to moon. Well, guess what? No crypto has ever done that, right? Not even, by the way, Pepe, right? The one that the one that you're mocking here, right? Pepe didn't even do that. Here's the top up here. Pepe came all the way down to this. Now, here's the thing. First of all, you're not Pepe, right? But that doesn't mean that you can't be. And it doesn't mean that you can't have another run like this. It doesn't mean that Pepe's not going to, at some point, go back up and try an all-time high one more time. It doesn't mean it's not going to happen. Doesn't mean also that it's not going to happen to you. But it does mean that it's irresponsible, it's childish, it's pedantic, and it's downright stupid for somebody to tell you that you should just hold on forever. When you get close to 100 million in a market cap, when you get close to 50 million in market cap on any meme coin that's running, take your money out. Because there are venture capital companies and there are people out here who are sharks that are looking to steal money from you. And I don't owe them anything. What I owe is you guys a serious explanation on what should be happening right here. So when you see me continue on this trend here of just saying, look, I told you so, it's not because I want your failure. It's because I understand what's about to happen here and that the chances are that it will happen. Now, it could also reverse. If it reverses, you still have a moon bag in because you took your money out, and it could still create money for you. But you're not going to make generational wealth just on one meme coin because it's named after another meme coin. This is not the season for that. It's the season for you to make a pretty good amount of money on some of it. They will run. You will be able to make thousands of dollars. But that life-changing money, again, go back and do the math. There's only 1 millionaire in here, 1.7 million liquidity. Now, somebody who has a vested interest in it will go, hey, that's not exactly how liquidity works. Well, if we stop trading, it's exactly how liquidity works. That's the point, right? There's new people coming in all the time, new people coming out all the time. So it will end up being a little bit more than 1.7. But if it stopped today, that's it. 1.7 million. Everybody gets their money out. You're either wrecked or not. So you're hoping for that big price move. Now, that brings us to here. So for the benefit of the guys that need a bunch of lines on charts, nobody did this for you, right? Because if you go over here and you go look at the people that are doing this stuff for you, they're not doing this for you. They're not telling you, oh, it's channeling down. Now it's channeling down. What does that mean? Well, that means that's a descending channel, and it means that it will pump over and to the upside of that, and that's the potential for a breakout. Now, is that breakout happening right here? Well, it could be happening right here. We go to a 4 hour and we look at it. We've got one confirmation candle, but the question really is my line exact? And did I nail it in the beginning? And over here, you can see that I probably didn't. It needs to move out a little bit. So you don't have any candles confirming a breakout at this point. Does that mean that there's not going to be a breakout? No. You could mint a couple of candles over the next couple hours right outside here. Now, if you do that, then the next move should be upwards. If it does not mint that way, then it's coming back down, and it will come down into this 5,000 level, and it will bounce back up into the 7,000 level before coming down into this 3,500 level. Now, once it does that, then this should be the strongest bounce that you're possibly going to have. This is going to be the protection area. So if you're looking to get an entry point, then you enter right here, and then you get this big run up here. Now, am I saying this because I'm crazy? Yes, a little bit. I am a little bit crazy. This is some downright insanity. But also, I'm saying it because it happened over here, and they're not telling you that. Look what happened here when it reached the bottom over here, right? This is the bottom area that I just told you that you're going to be at, right? Well, that was just happened to be at 5,400 for this one, or 8,200, whatever the number was. Well, it then idled a little sideways, and then what happened? It had a nice and significant boom, right? That's all you got to do. And look, you could do it on futures trading. You can make money on the way down. You can make money on the way up. Getting listed on exchanges helps, but it also harms the overall pump that you get on this over here. You're at 4.3 million in guys, you know what the hell I'm talking about, right? So look, am I anti-Pepe 2? I'm not anti-Pepe 2. What I am is pro you. What I want is for you to make money. I don't give a shit about venture capitalists. I don't give a shit about anybody who's telling you if you just hold, everything's going to be great. It's not going to be great. Change your life. Make your money. And then step back. Then let it come to you, because you are in control. What happened here is I watched too many people, too many Volt investors, too many Ben investors, too many Pepe investors, too many, pick a token, right? Pick a coin. Too many investors who thought, I'm going to get in at 100 million and it's going to go to a million, billion, jillion, because some asshole is out here telling you that that's going to happen. That's not true. That's not true. And I owe you that. I don't give a shit about anybody. Anyway, if you like this rant, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell to be notified. If you don't like it, I'll talk to you later. But this was not financial advice. My name's Bleeves. I'm always right. And I'll see you guys at 3107. And in fact, when it hits 3107, you're probably going to look at a big buy happening, because that's going to be my point where it's easy money.